Big fiction. Big fiction. War lullaby. War lullaby. War lullaby. War lullaby.
Well, believe it or not, that think the same way as we do.
Facts. Okay.
We rolling? Yo, episode 1. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Podcast,
Official.
man.
We in the building.
Y'all thought we was fucking around. No.
We here.
We here, man. We here.
We here.
If you watching this, you supposed to know who we are.
Yeah.
I'm Big V / artist, videographer, Spike V, photography, actor, and my man, Kayvon McKinney, new web series. I just want to be great. That's it. You know, that's the name of it. Go look it up on his YouTube channel. Again, Kayvon McKinney. I'm going to let my man right here introduce him. I know he's a hip-hop connoisseur.
Hip-hop connoisseur. I'm an animal with this stuff. Well, I'm Corey Smith, co-owner of Raspberries Premium Denim.
Raspberries, keep up, man.
What's up, big dog? Hip-hop enthusiast. So one of the things that attracted me to wanting to do this is our love for hip-hop. But not only that, from the standpoint of me really being a fan. Anyone who knows me know I got a big mouth and I love to talk, especially about stuff that I like. So, you know, I'm just here, man. This is just a kickback conversation, really getting to know Big V from a artist standpoint, relating to him in that matter, and then relating to me as a fan for it. I mean, because I'm not no rapper, but I know what I like to hear.
This man knows music,
Yeah,
man.
they got a good idea.
He knows
a couple of lucky
We
guests.
came up with this podcast having a conversation on the phone about what we just normally talk about.
Well, we'll be on the phone for like hours.
For like an hour.
Like
we just
an hour and a half, 2 hours.
We decided, man, to bring it to y'all. You know? Bring it to y'all. Whoever don't like it, turn it off. It's cool.
Respect.
We cool. Whoever like it, tune in. Man, we dropping like every Saturday. You know how BET used to have, you know, Big Tig on?
Yeah.
It ain't nothing like that no more. So we making that our lane now.
Bringing it
We're
back.
going to be bringing independent artists on.
Word.
Not only artists, man, singers, entrepreneurs, actors, man, all kinds of
Everything.
people that you probably know, don't know. You know, I like to call them famous nobodies, because that's what I am.
Yeah.
A lot of people know me, but the world don't know me.
You know, it's funny you say famous nobodies. You had a concert back in Winston-Salem a couple of months ago.
Oil Pains.
That's
You know
right.
Oil Pain, huh?
That's right. And I love that album. It's too short, but I like it.
Sure. That's why it's an EP.
It's an EP. Respect.
And you know what's coming up on a year on that concert?
Is it already?
November.
Okay, my bad. Not a few months ago. Almost a year.
Almost a year.
Keep working.
Almost a year.
It's funny you say famous. No, I want to touch on that briefly because when you go to a show, a Jay-Z, a Drake, whatever, Rick Ross, whoever, Migos, whoever, you kind of got a certain idea what to expect. And that's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. I always tell people, set expectations accordingly. You won't be disappointed. So when Big V invited me out to it, you know, he's been doing a whole bunch of them, mostly like, you know, in the Raleigh area and whatnot. And, you know, I'm in the front, I'm lazy. I don't like to do a lot of driving. But neither here or there. After the concert, I told you that that's one of the best shows that I went to. And I still stand by that today. And not only do I just stand by this because you're my man or whatever, I'm standing by it because of what I saw. It was something that I haven't seen in a long time. What I saw that night, not only from you, but from all the artists, I saw the pure essence of hip-hop that I have not seen in a long time. Shout out to Wax, shout out to T-Shep.
Man, shout out to everybody who was on that
I
card.
love her.
Man,
Dope.
T-Shep is dope. Wax is dope.
What?
Beast Johnson was
Beast,
out
that's who I was
there.
thinking about, Beast.
Man, my man Booth from Alabama was out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody from Virginia.
That came down. I remember you telling me about
Bars
them
was in the
having,
building.
it was ridiculous.
Oh my God, Diamond Dialect. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody who made that. My man Jeter out in Wilson. Of course, Millie. Everybody.
Millie,
man,
yeah, Millie was
Jagger.
dope. All of them
Man,
was dope.
Everybody, man.
So when I saw it, you know, I ain't really know what I seen you. I done heard your music before.
Right.
It was everybody else that caught me off guard.
Right.
And I like the intimate atmosphere that it was a part of. And how a fan could be close to the artist. But what I liked about it was that it wasn't gimmick heavy. I wouldn't even say it was any gimmicks. It was straight raw, right? And so by the time that an artist may come from the streets, come from wherever background they come from, but by the time the industry get hold of them, water them down, trying to have them sounding like some top 40 bullshit that's been, that I ain't gonna say it's all bad, but it ain't all good. Yeah. And I like when an artist is untouched by the man. We just talked before we even went on about, you know, how you your own boss. Right. You don't have to answer to a label because you're independent. Right. And it was so refreshing to see that, because you got to look at it from a standpoint of a guy's getting on, right? And he, you know, you married, you guys are married with families or whatnot. And this is, you know, obviously back in the day, a lot of people go to indie route, or, you know, they don't really touch record labels like they used to. Right. So, I mean, if you go to, you got somebody say, hey, man, you know, when we'll sign you, give you a, I don't know, a 10 mil advance, or whatever. But you got to sound like this. And you may say, hey, Mr. A&R man, whoever that you know more about it than I do, well, that ain't really how I rap. You know, I still got to look myself in the mirror when I do this, right? Yeah. No. We're going to get you to that. You can do that, but we need you to do this first. Now, the problem is that you're going to be judged in those times and eras by your singles. Because your singles, to me, are a representation of a body of work that you're going to have. So see, if you come off sounding all corny, you might have the dopest album out on the block. But if nobody even gets to that because your first song that you release sounds like the other top 10 that's out there, it ain't gonna work. And so what I saw at that show was just, it was mind-blowing. It was refreshing. I was happy just to be a part of it, because once again, my expectations was like, I don't know what I'm going to get. Right. And, you know, I was like, well, I'm going to stay. I'm going to be honest with you, real talk, since we having real talk. Right. When you went on first,
that's the name of this segment too, Real Talk. Man.
Real Talk.
We making this
hey, we go along. We free flow with it. We gonna do it.
This is the regular conversation you have amongst your people. That's what this podcast is about.
So I talked to my wife when I went out there, and she's like, "How long you gonna be out there?" I said, "I don't know. I'm gonna see Big V do his thing, and I'm a fan of Wax as well, just off of y'all working together." Right. I said, I'm gonna bounce after they pretty much do their thing. I just want to come out and show support and leave.
You stayed the whole time.
I couldn't go. I couldn't leave.
This man stayed the whole
time.
Night.
The whole time.
From 8 to the last
whatever time it was we left.
It was almost 1 o'clock.
I couldn't go.
This man was so wrapped up in the show.
I was in it.
He didn't leave.
I couldn't leave because...
And shout out to you for knowing every song I performed.
Man, God. Dude, and we gonna touch on a lot of that later. You wanted me to have some... Oh, and for the record, Big V wants me to interview him sometime during this podcast. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all now, we're not faking anything. He has no idea what I'm going to ask him.
I have no idea.
No idea. Don't worry, it won't be nothing crazy. But the point I'm making is that none of what I'm going to ask him down the line is not. He has no idea what I'm going to ask him. So no BS politically correct answers.
Right.
And none of that.
And that's the same thing for anybody to come on this show. We don't care. We don't give a fuck who you are. We gonna ask you what we want to ask you. Yeah. That's it. That's it.
So it was good. It was a good show. And it was a great show. Yeah. And I liked it. To the average person who may not know, it's like, oh, how's you gonna say it's better than a Jay-Z concert or a Rick Ross song? I'm not saying it's better, but what I am saying is that it was refreshing. Because once again, you know what you're getting, which is a good thing. You go to the grocery store, you go shopping, you expect to get certain things. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Is good.
That's right. So I mean, it was a real cool show. Cool show. Loved every last second of it. It was great. You know, so
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. You know, that was my first show I've ever threw.
First one.
That was my first one.
That you threw yourself.
I didn't depend on no promoter. I promoted it myself. I booked the artist myself.
That's
I booked the venue myself. That was the first
See, I know you did it, but I didn't know that was your first one.
That was my first show. I did everything, man. I hired everybody.
Yeah. Let me.
Oh, I can't.
Go ahead.
It was me and my wife. Let me say that too.
Shout out to the queen. Shout out to the queen. Shouts out.
Let me not make it like it just be all me.
It's definitely not a one-man operation. Teamwork, make the dream work,
man. Let me say that.
Man, so I want the kind of as far as getting back to the show with the I think you're a true performer.
Appreciate
and
that,
I think a lot of people there, everybody there was true performers because that show had mic problems, right?
The mic cut off during my set.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And I was like, uh-oh. So see, now I'm not a performer.
Right.
So I've been to shows and it's annoying as hell.
Right.
When a mic mess up, and no one likes that.
Nobody likes
you pay money to hear a show.
Nobody likes
but what I don't like is that when an artist gets upset and starts screaming on the sound man, yo, fix my mic, fix my mother, you know, whatever. And it's like, dude, okay, well look, keep rocking. The thing is, you kept rocking. Wax kept rocking. Everybody kept rocking.
Everybody that happened to, they kept rocking.
And I really couldn't have guaranteed that if it was me, that I would have been, oh, I'm gonna keep rocking. Man, dude, I'm out here in front of cats like, yo, man.
But see, look though, man, it's about me, man. When you really independent, like I am, you don't look at yourself as local. I started doing a lot of local stuff, man, because I'm not local. I'm reaching people all over. I got my own distribution. I'm good.
Yeah,
I sell stuff on my website. Like, I'm really independent when it comes to this music thing. So with me, it's a job. Like, I get royalties from this to help put food on the table for my family.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. So you have to be a professional at your job.
Yeah.
And when the mic cuts off and you start rocking, that is unprofessional.
Yeah.
If you getting at the sound man, that is unprofessional. That is one of the most unprofessional.
A lot of artists do it though, and it's annoying.
No, man, you are not big time like that, yo. Nobody is above rocking when the mic cuts off. Because that shows how unprofessional you are. And just think, he's telling you this, that I didn't stop rocking. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I didn't stop. I even told him, look, if the mic gonna keep cutting off, I'm gonna keep rocking. And the crowd kept rocking.
You ain't even break stride.
I didn't.
Nobody broke stride. They tried it, and it's like, you know what, man, we gonna keep rocking.
And it's the thing, man. I train different. I tell people all the time, man, I'm a different caliber of artist.
Yeah.
I train differently. I rehearse for these shows. I rehearse every scenario that can possibly happen to me.
Wow.
I rehearse me if I fall. I rehearse me tumbling over.
Yeah.
And still carrying whatever I'm gonna say. Like, I fail. I'm gonna get back to rocking. I do that.
It's funny you say that because I never thought about that element.
Yeah, man.
What if such and such happened? Case in point, that's my girl, but Beyonce, I mean, she's notorious for falling.
She failed.
Shout out. But you know what?
Hey.
She'll get right back up. She ain't never broken. I'm like, yo, how gangster is that?
Shout out to Beyonce. Man.
Facts.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Facts.
On the performance, man. That's me. I study a lot of performers, not just hip hop, but I study.
No question.
I study a lot of, like, not even to be funny, my wife is white, for those who don't know. So I listen to a lot more country music now.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And man, let me tell you, it's some dope country music out there. Yeah. And it's some performers that do country that I respect.
Yeah.
So I start looking at their footage and I'm like, yo, these guys really be out here really performing. Like, not just, because a lot of artists, man, even watching this now, y'all just sit there holding your dick, performing with the mic in your hand. That's not a show. People came to see y'all. That's not a show. That's not a show.
It's not a show.
And when you hear my music, that's probably what you think I'm going to be doing on stage, because I don't really make the type of music that, you know how I perform.
Yeah.
You can't correlate the two when you listen to my music. I probably just be up there cooling out. But I really be out there, man. I stand on couches and all kinds of stuff. I do, man.
And no doubt. And it's funny because, even though we went to the same high school, our paths didn't really cross.
Oh, and shout out to Kinston.
Shout out to Kinston High.
Both from Kinston, too.
252. Everybody in the K. Love each and every one of y'all, man.
What up?
It's funny because when we first, got together, you come off to me as a real chill, laid back guy when I'm just talking to you. But boy, when you get up on that mic, you freaking turn into like a freaking savage. I'm like, it's just like, whoa. And one of the things I like about your show in particular, and I can almost compare it to that of Ja Rule from an energy standpoint.
That means a lot of study.
I know people hate on Ja Rule because 50 smashed him, but let's just...
let's not front like, hold on, man. We're gonna get back to Ja Rule.
Yeah, don't act like Ja Rule ain't had... That's another story. But one thing that I always admired about Ja Rule from a performance, I seen him... I know I seen him once. I can't remember if I seen him twice. Yeah. The dude energy... If any wrestling head who remembers the Ultimate Warrior when he comes out to the ring and it's like, yo, how the hell is he not tired before he? It's the same. It's the same thing with Ja Rule. It's the same thing I'm talking about from arm movements. The Moonlight pose is just like, yeah, man, I'm chilling. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And the third, and it's like, yo, the energy. Because the thing is about as a fan. You know, we do what you tell us to do. Right. You know, if you're not coming off confident or you acting like you don't really care too much, it's kind of like, well, we ain't gonna really care. But you know, when you hype like that, for one, it shows me that you believe in yourself as an artist and as a visionary. Number two, that makes me believe. Facts. You know, I can't follow nobody that don't believe in themselves. Facts. And when you perform, it's straight up confidence that I see, and not arrogance, but confidence. And there's a difference between two. Because there's a lot of rappers that are arrogant that probably shouldn't be, but we're gonna save that for another topic. We're gonna leave that one alone. So that, I mean, that's a good look. I loved every last second.
Man, I pray, man, that mean a lot, man, because you know I study people like Ja, LL, man, even like I said, a couple country cats, man. Yeah, I study even people you wouldn't even think, man. Nelly got crazy energy. Yeah. I even studied people who I thought would have dope energy, but don't. I ain't even gonna say they. But I studied Nas, of course. I ain't be on stage. I studied. You know who I studied the most? Who? Currency. Currency has great energy, man. I went to one of his shows. That's the best show I've ever been. Okay. That and the Nas and Damian Marley show I went to in Atlanta was stupid. But man, that Currency energy is crazy. Okay. LL energy is crazy, man. Like, and I studied them because not how they perform, but how they control the crowd. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could grab everybody scream. Yeah. Old school. They gonna scream.
They gonna do it. They're already there.
But they have to sense that you are for real. Yeah. First. They
you gotta look at it. They're already there.
Right.
If they didn't want to see you, they wouldn't be there.
They wouldn't.
Right?
No. Facts. Don't come here if you don't want to see me. You just
Hashtag facts.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the thing. You know if they there, they familiar with who you are and what you do. Yeah. You're comfortable I'm comfortable on any stage, man. Yeah. I can tell. Man, I don't care if it's 10,000 or 10 people. I'm good. Yeah. Like, I'm extra good on, because you gotta think, what you see on that stage, Corey, it comes from hunger. It comes from me not having those shows and not getting booked and being overlooked. Yeah. So I'm like, and I'm watching you so-called fucking despicable
don't get me started.
Industry ass rappers out here getting all the paper with this bullshit music. I'm watching y'all on stage. I'm watching what y'all do, and y'all don't do it better than me. Y'all just don't. Y'all don't do it better than me. Y'all don't do nothing better than me. Y'all don't perform better than me. I don't care. I seen y'all shows. Y'all just get up there and just be chilling. People pay good money to come see y'all. And y'all just be up there chilling. You come to a Big V show, it's a year later, this man still talking about this show.
But see, you know, the thing about it is that there are shows and then there's experiences. You know what I'm saying? And your show was an experience. Going to a Jay-Z show is an experience.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever seen Jay-Z. That's a bucket list. You gotta go.
I still ain't seen, but I need to see him live. Yeah, I seen Nas, and Nas and Damian Marley was an experience.
Word. Yes. I seen Nas when he came back here for Super Jam. Gosh, it had to be about at least 10, 12 years. Oh yeah, that was back before 102 started having a lot of down south artists. They had him. He was the headliner. I got to tell you something crazy about that too. But it was him. It was Trina. I think it was like 112. A few other people. I mean, I can't remember all of them, but
that's probably 04.
We're talking about maybe 04, 05. I mean, it was someone out there in Twitter universe could correct me on when they came to Greensboro. But let me tell you something, and maybe I'm just biased. I know you might be biased too. See, Nas is my favorite rapper.
Of course, mine too. Shout out to Nas.
Shout out. In fact, I saw cats walking out of his show. Unbelievable. Wow. I don't know. And here's what I have theories on to why, but I don't know exactly. I mean, because it's not like the show went on long or anything like that.
Because he always had a set, you know.
He had a set. He was the headliner.
Okay.
But I think this was really during the trend of when the South really started to overtake the West and the East Coast sound.
I got you.
And I just think that a lot of people, at least at that show, that was my headliner, or whatever. Even Little Kim, she was the one right before him or whatever. And it was like, dude, cats are leaving. Me and my homeboy Craig, shout out to Craig. We was at that show. It was like, what the hell? People are leaving? Do you know who's, I'm like, do you know who's on that stage? Do you know who's on that stage? But you know, hey, shout out, people come to see what they want to see. But I found that, and when I think about that, when I look back at it in retrospect, to me, that 04, 05, that's about that shift of when music really
Stay Hard Wayne era.
Yeah,
Wayne era.
Yeah,
the hot boy.
Yeah, right. And you got Soulja Boy getting ready to creep up. You know, give or take. It
was a weird time in hip hop.
It was a weird time. It was a time.
It might have been when Hip Hop Is Dead came out too.
I think they came out by the 06, so that's roughly around that time frame. And so to me, that's when I started to see that the pendulum in music was starting to shift away from what we kind of known it to be.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I mean, we're you know, obviously we're older, and I can't sit here and tell a 16-year-old what to listen to, because I listen to whatever I want to listen to when I was at that age, or whatnot. But I always found that and to kind of, you know, to go back and look at it, it's like, yeah, that's when it really started to shift. And you know, look, it's one of those deals where I kind of feel like the way, I don't have any kids yet, but you know, kind of like how maybe our parents felt about R&B during the 70s. And it's kind of like, well, you better not fix your face to say that Jodeci is better than Al Green, Marvin Gaye, the Ozzy Brothers, because we're all a fan of that era from which we grew up. Like, to me, ain't nobody gonna tell me, ain't no young cat gonna tell me nothing about the 90s. Period, bar none. I'm not saying that there won't whack rappers and whack R&B groups.
Of course.
But they ain't stick around that long. You know,
it was way more of the type of artists that we like, you know, versus more of the corny shit that's out now.
Jay-Z said it far as what the game is missing a lot. And I never heard nobody else really articulate it away, but let me give Jay his props. He said the game is missing balance. Right? Balance. It's okay to have I mean, hey, look, I like a Little John song. I like a BET's uncut Nelly tip drill video.
And that's what I realized. But see, that's the thing about music. When you're a true music head, you like songs for different stuff other than verses.
Expectation.
And I'm realizing that the older I get, like, you know, I like a little bit of everybody. But
yeah.
It's some people that don't belong in the game.
Yeah, there are some people belong, and I think that don't belong in, you know, like, for example, if I'm getting a Project Pat record or 3 6 Mafia record, I'm not expecting for them to spit like Rakim.
Right.
You know, I'm not expecting that. So it's not that my expectations are higher or lower, but I know the type of music they make. And shout out to them because they stay true to what they are. I heard something a while back, 3 6 Mafia, and someone had asked them, like, how do you come up with, or like, how, they said, how do you not become trendy of what's going on in the top 10? And it might have been Juicy who said it. I can't remember. It might have been him or Paul, one of them. It was like, we don't listen to any other music. Like, we don't listen to nothing. Like, they said they wouldn't even know if they're on the top 10 or not. At that time, this was obviously before they won the Oscar, you know, for Hustle and Flow and all that stuff there. But prior to that, it was like, they don't listen to the radio. They don't watch, like, no TV in regards to music. That's just how so much locked in that they're into their own stuff. Yeah, and it's like, yo, because they got a sound. They got a signature sound. You either gonna love it or you hate it. Now, of course, I love it.
Yeah, man.
You got that sound. And so, you know, one of the things I wanted to ask you is, I guess, how do you keep from not, and I guess it's kind of easier now because you were talking before we went on air, about, you know, there's not a lot that we like to really listen to. I mean, there's some, but it's not like that top 10 on Rap City or MTV, MTV back in the day. One of the questions, like, well, how do you keep from, but even you still got like your J. Cole's out, you know, you still got your Kendrick Lamar. Like, how do you keep from not shifting your sound to become, they're not trendy, but you know, kind of like, hey, well, let's do what Kendrick Lamar did on the Damn album, or you know, or stuff like that. Like, how do you keep locked focus? Like, yo, this, because to me, like I said, I'm just a fan. And it's kind of like, I listen to so much music that even if I was a rapper, some of that is probably going to seek in, not to the point where I'm biting, but it's kind of like even just the sound. Like, what's the sound like? For example, you hear like every, and you only really see this in hip hop. You don't really see it in too many other genres where that producer, they'll get hot. And they'll get hot for years.
Oh yeah.
Like Block, DJ Mustard.
What's my other?
Oh gosh, I'm off the top.
Shorty Red.
Thank you. I mean, and it's kind of like, and I don't know what it is about rap, but it seems like only about 1 or 2 producers can dominate the top 10 at a given time. And it's like, how do you keep, like, because when I listen to your albums, your beat selection is sick. I don't know who produces.
Man,
who?
It depends on what track you talking about. You're gonna have to go down the list of the new album.
I'm gonna have to go
get into that.
We'll touch on that. But I guess keeping your sound so true. How do you do that and not?
It's to me, it's simple, man. I don't do the weirdo shit.
Yeah,
that's what I call a lot of this was quote unquote trendy.
Yeah,
I don't do this weirdo rap, bro. Like, that's what I name it. It's weird. It's like, I don't, and no disrespect to anybody, man. And J. Cole, Kendrick, everybody who I consider to be in that weird lane, because that's who I'm really speaking on, is those who are in that weird, you know, I call it weird lane, because, you know, like I just don't. That's just not me. That's them. Yeah. That's Kendrick. Let Kendrick do what Kendrick does.
Yeah.
Let Cole do it. If they like to make concept albums, hey, let them make a concept album. You know, if people feel it, let their fans feel it. You know, but that's not what I do.
Yeah.
If I make a concept album, I'm gonna make sure you get the concept from song 1. You're not gonna have to listen to the whole album in one. Like, what the fuck was V talking about?
Oh, I love that.
Like,
I love that.
I'm going to give it to you from the jump what it is. I'm going to punch you in your mouth. As soon as the track come on, I'm going to come at it. Like, you know, even my tracks for the ladies, you're going to feel. Because I make them so that the females and the guys can relate to it. And it'll give you that good vibe. It won't give you that, oh, V sold the hell out vibe. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
It won't be, and no disrespect, it won't be a Cassidy Hotel type of vibe.
Right.
Where he coming off the battles tearing people's heads off, and he give you, what is this track? You know, kind of like his sellout track is what the streets called it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we viewed it as. Like, we viewed it as Cassidy's sellout track. Because we didn't know Cassidy for that. We knew Cassidy for spitting that heat.
That's right.
So when I give you an album, it's gonna be about me spitting, and not only spitting heat, but I'm gonna give you different concepts. But it's gonna be from my point of view. And I do that by listening to a whole lot of. You know how I've been listening to Dipset.
Yeah,
I listen to Dipset today. I listen to nothing but old stuff to keep me grounded.
Yeah.
I don't listen to hardly nothing new.
Yeah.
I listen to early day too, man. I got a whole playlist I made on Spotify.
Yeah.
None but Esco. None but Nas.
Oh, nice.
And I'm talking about classic Nas. I'm talking about In Too Deep, him and Nature Nas. I'm talking triple threat, him, Nori, and Nature Nas.
You're not talking the live at the barbecue Nas. You talking about?
I'm talking live at the barbecue.
Okay.
I'm talking about Illmatic. I'm talking about Chicken with Buster.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about that's what I do. I listen to a whole lot of old stuff. Jay, you know, man, the Locks, man.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to a few new guys, but like Nipsey. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, Nipsey's
stupid nice, man. And it's people I don't listen to, but I do that by listening to not only the music, but following a lot of these cats is, you know, their blueprint.
Yeah.
You know, seeing how they moving now, and how they, because a lot of these cats I like now have gone the independent right now because they're bigger and they can do that. They've been on the majors, now they got money where they can be independent. So I watch how they move, and you know how they handle themselves on social media, and you know, just how they, you know, handle their business and the philanthropy part, entrepreneurship. I watch all that, man. So and I watch all the sucker shit these people is doing. I watch all this signing their lives away for 10 albums
Yeah.
and getting a big advance and being in debt and flossing in the
Yeah.
meantime. I see, I learned the ins and outs. Even my wife will tell you, I read a lot, man.
Yeah.
I read a lot of about this business and how to move, man. So, and I tell people, man, you have to carry yourself as if so you can stay in the same room as Jay and Nas. Carry yourself. You know, and that's me. If I walk in the room and Jay and I'm like, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm going to sit down.
Yeah.
I got my own brand too.
Yeah.
I might not be as rich as y'all, but if they have a conversation with me,
Yeah.
they going to want to build. Like, you doing all this by yourself?
Yeah, that's,
You got this and that by yourself?
You know, that, and that's crazy because, you know, it's funny talking about the independent route, which
Yeah.
I never thought was going to catch on like this.
Yeah, man.
Or whatnot. Well, it's something, gosh, Ice Cube had an album out. Gosh, he got so many, but he had one, I can't remember, but it came out like during the mid-2000s.
Yeah.
And he said it was his first independent record. And this was obviously, you know, before really the independent movement.
Right,
It's
right.
so casual now, but back then it's like, oh, you ain't gonna sign with Sony? Like, what's wrong with you? They're gonna give you,
especially when you got a name like Ice Cube.
He said, because I was thinking like, well, look, I know Ice Cube ain't like the NWA Ice Cube, but he's still dope. Like, he's still dope. And so at that time when he said that, he was like, I was like, well, why is he signed to a label? And he broke it down. He was like, if this album only sells 20,000 copies, he said, I would have made more money off this album than any album I've ever did when I was with NWA or any of my solo projects when he left. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, that's crazy. He said, obviously, as you know, you got to do more of the work or whatever. But he was just like, and I'm like, wait a minute, because see, when I think of, I wouldn't even call it a dud by today's standards, but back then it's kind of like, okay, well, yeah, if you went gold, it's like, all right, yeah, that's cool, but I mean,
right.
You can't really start calling those shots till you go plat. Now, this was back then.
That's back then.
You know, so
everybody ain't going platinum no more.
No.
Everybody, people are not selling a bunch of records.
No. And so, you know, when I'm like, why is he? I'm like, 20,000, that's not a lot, but if you're independent, that's, like, to me, that's equivalent to that of gold, a borderline plat. And I was like, whoa.
It's major facts.
It's major like that. So when I started, you know, when you see other cats getting on from an independent route, you know, I'm like, that's smart. And you don't have to worry about, once again, what we were talking about at the top, people telling you how to rap, what to put out.
And that's and again, it's a gift and a curse because, you know, I ain't gonna lie now. You know, if a major come me with the right deal, oh, we gonna have a partnership going on, man. You got $5 million for Big V. Let's have a conversation.
Oh, it's worth the combo.
It's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be. If you talking about you gonna be on my Geppetto shit and have me on some strings? Oh no. Oh well, I don't know. I don't know. Oh no, man. That ain't what I do. I thought you came at me for what I do, and we could build off that. Yeah. It's gonna be some serious compromise, man. Like that's just me. Like it's like I can't do the sellout shit. I can't, it's not for me. Yeah. Like what I do, I feel like, you know, from a business standpoint, it can be more, I can be marketed to a label. Yeah. I can, doing it my way. Yeah. I have those songs that can be on the radio. Yeah. No question. You know, we just have to have a sit down, let me present them to you. You know, like, they might hear something like War Lullaby off the album. Yeah. Love that song. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But I got songs like Skyzone.Society that can be, you know, appealing to the ladies and make radio play. Ant-Man can definitely make radio play. I mean, no question. You know, I got them, and I got, you know, even back to the No Country for Quitters album. Yeah. Doing this could be radio play. Yeah. You know. Yeah. You know. No, I agree. Red Sea could. Don't get me started. That still like by far is one of my favorites that you did or whatnot. The thing that I like about you as an artist is the authenticity. If I said that right, don't kill me, YouTube. But you know what I hear is in a lot of your music is you. Facts. You know what I'm saying? It's me. It's you. It's me and what I've done, what I've been through. Right. The blueprint. I don't feel like you're turned into like a movie character. Right. From your albums, I could gather that you love being a family man. Facts. You love being a devoted husband to your wife. Right. You know, you love your kids. Facts. You know, so and it's like, but you do it in such a cool way where it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like,
with someone like say for example like someone like Will Smith, right?
Okay.
Who to me is a dope rapper for once again for what he does. I'm not saying that
shout out to the Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince and
Back in the
Jazzy Jeff.
day.
You know what I'm saying?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Thank you.
It's about that time me to put that back in rotation.
It might be, dude. You know, but see, what I got from him was that, dude, I'm not, the bigger picture I took from Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince is that they are not who they are not. They know who they are and they know who they're not. And you're gonna get that in the records.
Right.
You know, I don't hear records about you cutting nobody's head off with a fucking machete. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, like let's just say if I was a rapper, right? I never shot anybody a day in my life.
Right. Right.
Would I shoot somebody? I may not say that on camera, but here's what I would say. I'm gonna do a song about if I hear my alarm going off in my house, and if I grab something, you might need to be out, but you know, I'm not gonna, I got to stay within yourself. And so what Will Smith and then Jazzy Jeff and you and a few other artists, right, you stay within yourself, but you don't sell out to try to overplay it. Now, for example, the Wu-Tang, like especially when you start talking about Ghostface and Raekwon.
So inspirational to me. So
Iron Man is one of my favorite Wu-Tang albums, period. But see, here's the thing with them. And I love them to death, but see, what they did, which I like, is, you know, it's almost kind of like mafioso rap, right? It is. So what they're doing, you know, people, I can hear people, and I'm a quick word about people on YouTube for like 3 seconds. But you know, I go, well, you know, sometimes they talk about doing this, that, and the third. Yeah, but it's in the way that you do it. Right. So these guys, like the whole Tony Starks, the Lex Diamonds, you know, they was rapping through characters of that, and you knew that. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like it's a lane for everything, but to me it's all about the presentation.
And they did it so beautiful.
They did it great.
Let me tell you, man. They talked about cocaine in so many different ways before Pusha T.
Let me tell you something.
God, it ain't even funny, man.
Raekwon dropped Only Built for Cuban Links, I want to say
I was just literally, we listened to the album on the way over here. That's why I was on the way to the studio. Only Built for Cuban Links. I was pumping on the way over here.
I think I had to be like a freshman at Kingston High School in '94. Yeah, 8th, 9th grade, probably 9th grade. That's all right. And I had no idea what they were talking about at that time as a kid.
Me either. I was putting bits and pieces, but it was the flow that caught me. I don't know what the hell they talk. What did he talk? I like the high. It was the delivery.
Yeah, like it was like the delivery. It's like, and the point I'm getting at is that you don't really have to be able to break everything down to know what you like. Like Pat said, it don't take a whole day to recognize sunshine.
It makes sense to you,
right?
In some kind of way, and they did make sense to us in some kind of way. You put a few bars together and was like, I like these guys.
I mean, and really, if you want to talk about the Wu-Tang, I mean, some of their biggest hits. Here's how listen to the young heads out there. This is how crazy Wu-Tang was. You know, in the bulk of your songs, anybody's songs, where's the hook? You need a hook. Man, some of Wu-Tang's biggest songs ain't even have a hook. Triumph, that ain't have no hook.
Triumph, first of all,
Triumph,
Triumph had 9 artists on it with no fucking hook and was a single. That's what I listen to that keeps me going. That's why, you know, do you notice every album or mixtape I do, I give you at least one song where I just black out.
Black out, yeah. And you need that.
That's why I give it to the people like that, because I'm a fan of rapping. I'm a fan of showing people, man, listen, you cannot outspit me. I will give you 100 bars if I need to. I will give you 60 if need be.
I mean, like,
that's what I get. That every tape, every body of work, I try to give the people that, because I know it's so vital. The show your MC itty. You know,
I like that word.
MC-itty.
See, we making up new words, and I like it.
We're making up new words, man. 2 Ears, 1 Mouth podcast, man. Look, yes, MC. I have MC-itty.
MC-itty.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of artists who have that MC-itty, such as myself, Joe Button, Cassidy, Meek Mill. A lot of artists have that MC-itty, even Rhapsody. Shout out to Rhapsody.
Shout out to Rhapsody. Man. I heard the current joint that she got out now. I bought the what is
Layla's Wisdom.
Yeah,
I got it on Spotify.
Man,
dope album. We're gonna have to talk.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to talk about that on another podcast.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna touch on that.
Can you come through the show? I know we ain't big.
Yeah, I know.
But we know Carolina. We from Kansas.
We from. I mean, you know, we from
Snow Hill.
we know about
20 minutes from Snow Hill.
I mean,
we grew up right around.
You want to talk about an underrated artist, but yeah, you're right. That's another story for another
Shout
day.
out to y'all though. But she has MC'd.
Oh, does she not? Absolutely.
Sheik Luch.
Oh.
They all Kiss, of course. They all have MC'd. It's the game. Oh my god.
Game is nasty.
The game is
nasty.
so underrated to me when it comes to his bodies of work. He has a lot of classes under his belt.
Agreed.
I don't think a lot of people really understand. Dude is stupid with the bars.
Yeah, he's definitely underrated, and I think it's a shame because one thing, definitely speaking from the fan standpoint, is that I feel like we hold artists as a whole to a higher standard. Like we let politics get in the way of a lot of things. And to me, if you dig into a whole bunch of things about, I don't know, whoever created Apple, like if you you look at Steve Jobs, you might like everything. Oh, so I'm not gonna buy his product, and then you would think you're right to do that. Right. Same way, I think with the game, it's just so much of outside the music that he does that it's like. Well, we don't focus on what we should be, and that's a shame because the game is freaking phenomenal.
Stupid nice, man. That Jesus Peace album, oh my god, that Jesus Peace album is, man, I promise, it's definitely one of my favorite classics, man. But like I said, it's just certain artists, man, that have that MC'd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I said, I was looking up Nas' album. It did come out in 06.
06, okay. The Hip Hop is Dead.
Hip Hop is Dead came out December 2006. But, yeah, man, like, I try to give the artist that every album to show that I can do this, as well as give y'all some songs, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can do it all. I can do it all. And, that's why, and I learned that, a lot of artists make the mistake of trying to load up an album mixtape with like 15, 20 joints. Yeah. You don't need to do that, man. The Jizzle said it on, I think it was on Wu-Tang Forever. Keep it brief, son. Half short, twice strong.
Yeah, yeah.
I caught that, and I feel that.
And I noticed that because one of the oil paintings in particular.
Yeah, man. I never dropped no EP before oil paintings.
Right.
Never.
And so I'm listening to it, and I knew it was gonna be an EP, and so me as a fan, kind of jealous. Because the struggle for real music is real. I'm listening to it and it's like, oh, it's back on track 1. I'm like, why is it back on? Did he just double up? I'm like, oh no, like shit, that's it.
I remember you told.
It's another album you did that to as well, but it wasn't, or at least on Apple Music, it wasn't labeled.
But it probably, you know what? It probably was my latest, 3rd of July. It got 9 songs.
Yeah, it won't that one. It was a Just Wait album.
Shout out to Wax.
Shout out to Wax, man. Shout out to
Just Wait is available on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, whatever you using. Go get that.
And let me correct myself. It is labeled as an EP. So see, I can't read. That's on me. That's not on you.
See,
that's
on, got 6 joints on that, man.
Man,
solid EP.
Look, man. Let me tell you something here, man. One of my favorites off this one here is and you had it on a mixtape before.
Okay.
That Pain Struggle Success song.
Oh man, that Pain Struggle Success, man.
I remember my wife and I, we was going on our honeymoon to LA, and I was in the airplane. I just had my headphones on, and I'm surprised I ain't pulling speakers. I was killing. I mean,
that's amazing.
It was crazy. One thing as a fan that I would like to know.
Okay.
You don't have a lot of people on your records.
Let's talk about it.
You don't have a lot of people on your records, and I want to know why. Why don't you have people on your album?
Because you motherfuckers do not, I repeat, do not. Y'all don't fuck with me. I don't know why. And on the other reason is this. Believe it or not, Corey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a backstory.
Do tell.
You know what I mean? This is a 2 Ears, 1 Mouth podcast.
Let's do it.
Exclusive right here.
I'm
gonna give you a backstory. What album do you want to know? Which one do you want me to start out on? Telling you a backstory. Because they all got backstories. And who was supposed to be featured on what?
Okay, all right. Let's get into the.
Let's get into 3rd of July. Or No Country for Quitters?
Let's talk No Country for Quitters. Let's talk No Country for Quitters.
Let's talk No Country for. We're gonna talk.
And let's be clear. I'm not saying you need anybody on your records, but it's kind of like, when I hear someone spitting the way that you spit, it's like, dude, ain't nobody trying to hop up on that. Like, you gotta do a little collabo type of thing. So what? You know. So let's talk about No Country for Quitters. No features.
No features.
Really, no features on it.
Go get that No Country for Quitters on iTunes,
Classic.
Spotify, whatever you use in Google Play.
Yeah.
Get it. Log on to my website and order it. Skyzone.Society.blogspot.com.
It's so many songs that I like up here.
Appreciate
one of my favorites is Doing This.
Okay.
Love that record. School Days, I really that was nostalgia coming from Decay with School Days. I love that record. The Corner. Now here was what you had an interlude up here.
Right.
Called Call It, right before the beginning of Red Sea. From the No Country for Quitters, the No Country for Old Men, excuse me,
right.
Movie.
Classic.
Why did you decide to use that as your lead-in to Red Sea?
Man, let me tell you, I was watching the movie.
That movie's crazy, by the way. And you know what's crazy? I never watched that movie till after he came out with it on the album. I'm not a movie head. My wife is. I'm not. So you two go and kill me. I'm not giving you my Twitter, but you know, go and kill me in the comment section. It's a classic, fantastic movie.
And again, it's one of my favorites, man. And really, I don't know if you know, but I'm good for naming my mixtapes after certain movies I like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I did, like back in the day, I did the hunt for Red October.
Yeah.
I dropped it around, this time when I dropped it that time. What else I did? I did No Country for Quitters.
Yeah.
I did Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a joint called Mission Unstoppable.
Yeah.
We just play off Mission Impossible. I just did a lot. I'm a movie head.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the movie, and that point. Right then on that scene, I thought he was gonna kill the guy.
I watched that whole movie just to watch that one part,
and I thought he was gonna kill.
I thought Homeboy was done.
It was so intense. That scene when he goes to the gas station, and has that coin, and tell dudes to call it. And he like, man, what are we playing for? He like, I got to know what I'm calling it for. He like, man, you stand everything to lose or everything to win. Just call it. Just call it.
I can't call it.
I can't call it. Man, and it was just so intense because I'm like, yo, is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get him? He gonna shoot him?
Yeah.
What is he gonna do? What is going on?
Yeah.
So that was like one of my favorite parts. So I just had to add it, man, because again,
it
comes on perfect. Like and that's me. I kind of feel like me in that sense because I'm like, yo, I got everything to really gain by going the independent route. No matter what side the coin land on, I'm good if I stay indie. I'm good if a major come and holler at me because it's gonna have to be negotiated my way.
Yeah.
So no matter where I call it, I'm good.
That's dope.
That's me.
That's
you know
dope.
What I mean? It's I'm good. No matter where I call it, I'm good.
And once again, you two want to let you know this wasn't even one of the main questions I was going to ask him. Once again,
hey, man.
He's off the dome with it, so none of that prepared, stuff like that.
Prepared, man.
So while we're talking about No Country for Quitters, now one of the questions that I did have for you is the No Country for Quitters, the second one.
Back where I ain't had no features.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't have no features because I reach out to a lot of artists.
Yeah.
And I don't even get no feedback, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna save it till we get to the album that just came out, the 3rd of July album. I got some things to say about that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to name a few artists' names too. You know, part of me, but yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
But I reached out to a couple people on both 1 and 2 No Country for Quitters. They ain't get no feedback, or they slow with getting it back to me. I don't be having the time, man. It shouldn't take people over a year. It shouldn't take me every time. It shouldn't take 6 months for me to get a 16-bar verse from you. And I have that.
Well, especially with the technology out this hour.
Thank you, bro. Like if I fly,
you can email that shit.
Right, if I fly, they'll fly me back in like a month or so, maybe 2 months at the latest. But if I say, yo, I'm releasing this in December.
Oh no!
And I'm reaching out to you in August.
Yeah, you done already carved out a spot on the track and
right. I done sent it to you with my verse on it, and here it is August. The project ain't come out December, and I still ain't got it to this day.
Yeah,
it's a problem, man. So I say, you know what, man? I really can't rely on nobody, man. So let me just do. Let me just do me.
Yeah.
And I'm nice enough to carry an album. and not make you lose, the focus or make you lose the ear. Like, I'm tired of hearing them. You're not gonna be tired of hearing me. I don't have one of those voices that you're gonna get tired of hearing. It's something different every track. I'm gonna keep it interesting every track. And like I said, man, and artists just aren't as serious as I am. That's what I'm saying. I had to separate myself from the locals. To the independent. That's why you see me doing a lot of out of town shows. You see me down in Atlanta. You might see me out in Raleigh. You might see me everywhere. But Greensboro. Or Winston. You might see me all over. I be everywhere. I mean, I be everywhere.
It's funny because you don't do a lot of features.
I don't, man.
But on No Country for Quitters, you got one. I'm about to touch your heart.
I know, man.
I'm about to touch your heart. You got one special feature.
Hey.
Raindrops.
Hey, man.
Alexis.
Hey, man.
Who is this beautiful person that you were singing to? Who is this?
Hey, man.
There you go.
She was 13 at the time, man.
How many artists have done songs with the children?
It's kind of dope.
What? Of course it was dope.
Shout out to my daughter on that too.
I was like, I listened to that a few nights ago and I'm like, yo, I guarantee you that that's not a moment that she's ever going to forget, that you're ever going to forget, that no one's ever going to forget.
I don't think she know how big it is though.
She won't know until later.
She don't know. Like, I don't think she really knows how big
a deal
it is, man. I think we need to do the video.
Hey, I think that's dope.
I think so.
But let me ask you something. So how did that come? 'Cause I'm very interested, just as a fan. Like, your daughter approached you approached like.
Let me tell you, man. Like,
cause I'm gonna keep it funky. Like you talking about, when she was 13 at the time.
She was 13.
Most people at 13 don't want to hang out with their parents. Let alone do a song. How did you do that?
Man, she first of all, she always in the crib just singing, my nigga. And I get tired of that shit. I love her, bro. But me and my wife get tired of it sometimes. I be trying to relax, bro, and she just be in there singing her little heart out. And she don't sound, not that she sounds bad. No. But you understand, we have 3 kids and 6 dogs.
Respect. Woo.
So I think my kids with me all day. You know what I mean? Like, whether I'm at this shop or I'm out doing video, they with me all day. Like, that's just, we don't have daycare. It's me. They with me. Daddy all day. So like when it's me time, I'm trying to relax. Shit, I sing a little hard. I mean, got the channel on, the little karaoke channel, know all the damn songs. I say, yo, listen, like, what you think about doing this song together? And I'm gonna write the hook. And it's real simple. I want you to come in at the end. And just do you. She was excited.
Wow.
She was excited. She really was excited.
That's crazy.
That was dope. She was excited. I took out and she was kind of nervous at first. I said, baby, just sing it like you singing in there. I would take care of everything else as far as, how high it is. I can adjust it. Just sing it. And it happened. You know what I mean? She sounded like a little Beyonce on there.
I mean, that is dope. Yo, y'all ain't checked that out. Raindrops, No Country for Quitters 2. Not the first one, it's on the second one.
Quitters 2. It's actually on my SoundCloud too, man.
Nice.
SoundCloud.com/Skyzone.Society.
All right, so now I want to go into probably outside of No Country for Quitters. One of the favorites to me is the Just Wait EP. That was dope. This is one where you definitely featured Wax on this.
Well, because it's hours together.
Right.
It's hours together.
And what I like, both of y'all on the same track.
That's my dude.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all kind of got what I kind of describe it chemistry-wise of that of like a EPMD. Or the vibe. That's the vibe. Calm down, YouTube. I'm talking about the vibe that you guys play off of one another. And now, selfish people like me would love for y'all to do an album, maybe 10 or 12 songs.
How you know it ain't already done?
Because you haven't told me. You're supposed to tell me about stuff like this. That's why.
Hey man. Breaking news right here on 2EARS, 1MOUTH podcast. Me and the homie been in the lab, been working on some things, man. We got a joint coming out, you know what I mean? What we was gonna name it? We had a couple names. We actually got 2 projects coming out.
Oh, come on.
We got one called Haters Motivation. That's coming out 2018.
Okay, so that is in the works.
Hey, man.
Y'all symmetry is crazy. Because both of y'all, as a fan, y'all got enough to stand on y'all own.
Man, listen.
Y'all got enough to stand on your own. And, you know, I could definitely see, I mean, because obviously y'all have independent projects.
Right.
And doing stuff together. So it's not like y'all y'all have to stay there, obviously, because we already know.
We actually are a little small group. AO2, Army of 2.
The Army of 2, man.
Army of 2. And man, and here's another thing you don't know. We got a little EP coming out. About 6, maybe.
I'm waiting on that.
Maybe 8 joints. We might just make it a full album.
I'm waiting on that.
It's called Jigsaw versus Hannibal.
Oh boy.
Or Jigsaw meets Hannibal.
Okay.
You gotta think the way he spells Jigsaw for Wax, who's Jigsaw, is J-I. I think he doing it G-X-A-W, which is Wax spelled backwards. You know what I mean? And
y'all chemistry is
Hannibal. Yeah, it's gonna be
it's crazy. Check out the Just Wait, just because I know Catherine like, what the hell is Corey talking to? You listen to it and you hear it. I mean, you know, one of my other favorites off that was Boss Music 2. Boss Music 2 is, I mean, the beat is ridiculous, and y'all just, you know, I remember you saying every album you black out, y'all blacked out.
Hey, you know what, man? That's actually that's Wax came with that. That's actually Wax's joint, man. Like,
wow.
He sent it to me and the homie Fat Boy. Shout out to Fat Boy too. Man, you gotta come on the show too, Fat Boy. Fat Boy, he got the last verse. He's an independent artist, man.
He was dope.
Yeah, he's dope, man. But Wax, he hit me. He said, man, you have to put on your suit for this and bring out a hard body.
Oh no!
I said, what the fuck are you talking about? So he sent me the track. I said, oh, this guy,
man.
I felt like I had a little suit in the booth. I ain't having a suit in the booth, but that's why, you know, it has that champagne bottle type feel, you know.
You know, but let me tell you something about that song. I listened to it when my wife and I was on our honeymoon, on the way to LAX, coming from Miami.
Did you feel like a boss?
Dude, I was up in that plane. Let me tell you something. I was up in that plane, and the only thing I was missing was a cigar.
Word.
That's it. I felt like when you're that high of an altitude, listening to that song, it's just, look, dude, y'all can hate all you want. Just, it's Spotify. Just listen to it. Like, I mean, just listen to it. Just
Boss Music 2.
Ridiculous.
Just Wait.
I mean,
y'all gonna make me pull it up on my Spotify and show y'all the cover, man.
I mean,
go get it, man.
They gotta do. And you know what? It's funny you bring up album covers. Let's talk about some album covers,
Let's
man.
talk about some album covers.
Because the oil paintings,
okay,
the half pot, the half big. And I got the T-shirt at the crib. I should have brought the T-shirt here. What go like when you do like some of these album covers, like even the one with your daughter on the 3rd of July, that is classic. That is like that. So what? Like the album covers, do they just go just as much into it as the music? I mean, because like even like the window seat that I'm looking at here,
okay,
with the plane with the Skyzone apparel up there.
Okay.
One of my favorite is No Country for Quitters 2, where you're animated. You know, on a No Country for Quitters. I mean, that's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you, they all got a different meaning. Like, if you look at the No Country for Quitters 2 joint,
yeah.
Well, I'm up here, you know, in a suit in front of people. If you look at, you gotta think. When I recorded that, I had just had my daughter. You feel me?
Okay.
So, and if you look, it's a correlation between the first one and the second one.
Okay.
So I'm in front of, you gotta like the second one, I had just had my daughter.
That's right.
We had just got engaged, and everything was picking up, man. Like we probably just got this building, you know what I mean, that we in.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of, like, everything was lining up, man. The mixtape was doing. That was real. Let me tell you, that was my first time really putting myself out there independent. That's the first mixtape I sold on my mixtape.
What, the Country for Quitters?
No Country for Quitters. That was the first time I put it on my website and said, you know what? It's not going to that piff. It's not going to nothing. If you want this, you're going to have to buy it.
Yeah.
And it panned out so well, man. Hundreds of copies was sold. No lie.
That's crazy.
I mean, I was blown away. I know I at least sold probably close to about, man, 200 copies, man, off the website.
That you know, and
independent. I know it might sound like a lot to y'all out there, you know what I mean? But a lot of y'all not even getting $10 a CD like I am.
Let me tell you something. We're going back to No Country for Quitters. Key came by my house. And
it's part one.
Part one, the first one.
Okay.
Key came by my house. And he was like, yeah, you know Savard. I'm like, yeah, from the dude from the K. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yo, well, you know he rap. I'm like, yo, everybody raps. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. So what? That ain't nothing new.
Everybody rap.
He was like, yo, but you need to hear this album. I'm like, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out when I get a minute.
Shout out to Key.
And one song that I knew you for prior to this was SUB, Stand Up Bitch.
Yeah, stand up. Shout out to.
I saw that on.
Man, shout out to.
Was it Ann?
She go by Ann Wooten.
Ann Wooten. Respect.
That's her little stage name, model name. But she go by Jocelyn. Shout out to Jocelyn.
Yeah, that was a dope.
Being there, that was dope. Shout out to my wife for shooting the footage. For the footage.
We gotta shout out to the wife.
She wasn't my wife then, but she is now. She got the footage, man. And, a lot of I say shout out to a lot of women wouldn't have been comfortable in that setting. Yeah. Shooting their man with another chick, booed up. Yeah. But she understands just acting. We are acting, man. A lot of guys saying like, man, your wife shot that. Like, my wife wouldn't have been comfortable shooting that. Yeah. Well, I don't know about y'all chemistry. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but we're good. Like, you have to have an understanding. Like, it's for the greater good. It's productivity. Well, and it's just acting.
It made me a fan. But when I saw the video, I was like, let me check it out. You from the K? I'm going to give you a spin.
Right.
But Key came by the house and he was like, yo, you got to listen to it or whatever. I'm like, okay, Key ain't really never lined me up on nothing bad before. And I was like, all right. I said, let me just kind of. I was in my office working on something. I said, let me just play the CD for a little bit, just let them know I heard it. Like, okay, it ain't that many tracks. And I was like, all right. And so I started listening to it, and it's like. Let me cut it up a little bit.
All right.
And let me rewind though. This is Big V from the K. This him or whatever. And I was like, ever since then, because to me, anybody can have like a dope song or two, and it's kind of like. But one thing I like about your albums is a lot of people don't really do albums. Yeah, they're physically albums or digital albums. But I'm talking about an album that you like from top to bottom. Whatever. You don't really get a lot of that. You're going to get like, maybe 2 or 3 songs you're going to like and that's it.
You got to do a lot of this, a lot of skipping.
You do the whole, but get that little index finger workout with skipping tracks or whatever. And, your albums, when I think of you as an artist, I think of complete. Complete. You complete everything from top to bottom. What I like is that there are some people who... I'm a type of guy, even when I watch a movie, I got to watch a movie twice to really catch it. Right?
Yeah.
About the same way with your albums. When I listen to your album, the first time I'm just kind of absorbing it. I'm kind of taking it in. Second time I listen to your album, I'm dissecting it at this point like, oh, I get it. And what I like, because see, I'm a simple dude to fool. So things go over my head pretty easily. Anyone knows that. But, for me to really catch it, that's what you want. You don't want... And no disrespect to like some of Lupe Fiasco fans, anybody like that. I love Lupe Fiasco. Food and Liquor. Don't get me started.
Right. Some people are just in that weird lane. It's a weird lane.
Right. And it's a weird lane, but it's still a lane, and it's one that
it's nice in that weird lane.
Super duper. He is sick.
Lupe is stupid.
But I like how I don't have to just fully look up every single lyric on Rap Genius to figure out what you're talking about, as opposed to me just listening.
And I thrive myself off that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not in the weirdo lane. Like, I don't want to, like I said, man, I'm from that era where people just rapped. Like, I tell people all the time, if I was in the 90s and knew what I knew now, I would have been on somewhere. Like, I would have been up there with the best of them. I still am. You feel me? Like, that's how I feel. I told people on that Oil Paintings, man, if you listen to Get Better, I said top 10 rappers. I'm 2 through 9. I leave that #1 spot open for Nas. It ain't up for debate. I'm one of the greats. It ain't up for debate. That's how I literally feel that way.
That's how you got to feel, though.
I literally feel that way. Like, and the only reason why the #1 spot is open for Nas because he's my favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Jay is my second favorite, but I can stay in the room with anybody, man. Like, my work ethic, my album, man. Again, if people just sit down and listen, and get to know.
That's the thing, though.
They don't listen.
That's the thing, though. That's what I was talking about earlier with the game, where it's like politics or even lack thereof. It's I'm like, do y'all really listen to it, or do you care about who he or she is dating or what they said on Twitter? Because see,
that's crazy.
I'm gonna put myself out there like this. I'm an R. Kelly fan, musically.
Facts, bro. Shout to R. Shout to R. R is a legend.
Musically. Now, what he does
His
personally,
that got nothing to do with me. I tell people that all the time. What an artist does in his personal life, that don't got nothing to do with me.
and look, half the time you don't want to know.
I don't.
You don't want to know. And look. And people could get on me, and like I said, you ain't getting my Twitter handle. Good luck with that. But leave dangerous comments in the comments. I might read them 3 years from now. But I look at someone like R. Kelly, who has this deal.
Yeah.
But you could go to other, and I'm not comparing them to say that one crime is better than the other.
Right.
But if you really want to let's look at Marvin Gaye. He went against his dad.
Man.
He was super disrespectful to his dad. He did,
Right.
according to a documentary,
Right.
half of his shows, he was high.
Yeah.
Oh, and not on weed.
Hey, not on weed, man.
Now,
he was on some other.
does that still mean that he shouldn't be respected for the music that he put out? See, that's what I'm talking about.
It's a
Be
line
careful.
people walk. Be careful.
Be careful with politics.
Be careful with politics.
Because you might miss out on something. And look. Let me be clear with the R. Kelly. I know people gonna slaughter me. Like I said,
Man, shout out to R. Kelly. R. Kelly is a legend.
A musical genius.
No matter what. Even Mike had his issue.
No,
He's a legend.
there you go. That's
He's a
another
legend.
one. That's another one.
Mike was messing. Mike was touching little boys. But don't disrespect the music that Mike.
That's all I'm saying.
It can't be. It's untouched. It's
But
unparalleled.
like I said, if you start looking at anybody close enough, you're going to find something about it, whether it's race, creed, religion, whatever political views they share, you might not agree with. But let's put that to the side because I'm a consumer. Whoever made these chairs that we're sitting on, I might not know them from a can of paint. They could be part of the fucking KKK for all I know.
Hey man, shout out to the people that made
whoever made these chairs. Shout out! It's holding my big ass up, so I'm good.
Somebody bought them. We didn't, but somebody.
But so that's what I hate that could get lost. And it's kind of like, well, I feel like this with I think people feel like this with the indie artists. If you ain't heard on a radio station, if you're not on a Revolt music channel or whatever, well, I ain't gonna even listen to you. It's like, whoa, if you don't really know what you're missing out on.
And this thing, if you don't have a major cosign, if you don't have Baby, if you don't have Diddy, if you don't have Jay saying like anything in the background of your record, just like think about it. Think about how I'm gonna give you a perfect small example. Nobody will just say I'm a famous nobody. I like to call myself a popular stranger. So just imagine if I got Baby on one song and all he's saying is, yeah, count that cash, nigga.
Yeah.
Birdman, Stunner, 5-star.
That's it.
And that's it. From then on, Big V is you heard that he got Baby's cosign.
That was a fact.
He has to be. And all he said was Baby, 5-star Stunner.
That's the politics Birdman. Of it again.
Even if he was in the background going, whoo, woo. I'm on now. I'm on. To the naked eye, I am on. Baby cosign, he was in the back crewing, and now this other man, he's on. He needs. I want to hear everything he's ever made now. All because Baby was in the back going, yeah. Now you want to hear everything I made. Yeah. Ridiculous.
And that's what I'm saying. I think the landscape now is, we're not, shout out to the Sound Shop back in the K. I don't know if it's still there. Is the Sound Shop still in Vernon Park?
Probably not.
But anyway, with them high-ass CDs that
you were selling CDs
like $25.
I was still buying tapes for $9 and $10.
Dude, matter of fact, really quick, I think the Wu-Tang Forever album, they sold that shit for like $30.
It was solid 30. Let me tell you, Stefan, my homeboy Stefan.
Shout out to Stefan, yeah.
He bought the album.
Yeah.
Still never opened it. He has a copy still in the plastic. Never even opened it.
Oh, that thing is got
years later, he still has. Shout out to Stefan. He still has it.
How does he not rip the plastic off of that?
Because he bought two, nigga. He bought two. Man, we love the Wu so much. He bought two. Bought two. Because I got a dub. Cause I bought the tape, but I ended up getting another dub when I could dub the tape back in the day. Yeah. I'm old as fuck, matter of fact.
Hey, man.
I feel like I'm 90. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about putting the tissue in the tape and dubbing
keep it popping. I mean, it's funny. I see a whole bunch of YouTube videos with like young kids, and you give them like a cassette, and they try to like put it to their ear like a phone. And I'm like, damn, are we that old? I'm like, I'm only 36.
No, real quick, shout out to my wife. Guess what she got on tape still?
What's it?
Ghetto D.